We'll begin today in a gentle seated position, allowing ourselves to just arrive into this space. So you can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. You can let your eyes flutter shut as we begin to bring awareness to the breath, the heartbeat. We'll gently begin to bring awareness to the natural rhythm of our breath, taking in the sensations of the mind and the body. Begin to take a deep inhale, extending every breath. Inhale through the nose, the chest, the belly. And exhale, release the belly, the chest, the nose. Inhale, fill the chest, the belly. And exhale, release the belly, the chest. Allow this breath to move through you, allowing energy to flow as you release tension, let go of negativity, to create space for kindness, for joy, for peace. Inhale, fill yourself up with courage. And exhale, fear. Inhale, fill yourself with patience. And exhale, expectation. Inhale, gratitude. And exhale, let go of all that doesn't serve you. Take one more deep breath in, fill yourself up with something you need. And exhale, let go of the rest. And we'll gently find our way into a tabletop position, placing the shoulders on top of the wrists, the hips in alignment with the knees. The belly is sucked into the spine and the gaze is to the front of the mat. We begin to warm up our spines by letting the belly drop towards the earth. The tailbone rises, the shoulders pull back, we gaze to the sky. Exhale, we curl the spine, drop the head, press away from the earth, gaze to the belly button. Inhale, melt the heart, drop the belly, lift the tail, and the shoulders pull back, cow pose. Exhale, curl the spine, drop the head, press away from the earth, cat pose. Inhale, melt the heart, cow. And exhale, cat. I invite you to welcome in any free movement that serves your practice today. Allowing yourself to tune into your body, noticing different sensations that might arise as you experiment and explore your body with creativity and curiosity. We let go of judgment or expectation and just allow ourselves to do what feels good in our bodies today. One more breath in, and exhale, release. We'll begin to practice our balancing poses today. So we'll begin by inhale, extend the right leg long. And inhale, we bring the right fingertips up to rise, finding a balancing table. If this is too intense for you, you can always place the hand back down onto the earth. But as you feel more strong and comfortable, you can extend the left fingertips up Right toes face down. We strengthen through the glutes and the hamstrings. The core is engaged. And we gently take one more deep inhale. And exhale, release, hand back down to the mat. Inhale, we lift the left leg long, stretch the heel towards the back of the room, toes face down. We bring the right hand up towards the front, as though you're giving a shake to the person in front of you. We find engagement through the core. The thighs, the glutes are engaged. The core is nice and strong. We feel our body shake. We feel our body wiggle. That always means that we're getting stronger. And then we gently place the fingertips back down onto the earth. And we'll send our hips up towards the sky. Untuck the toes. Downward facing dog. This is our first down dog of the day, or maybe your first down dog ever. So just gently pedal out the legs from side to side, dropping one heel and lifting the other, bending the knees. We just want to walk out our dogs, allow ourselves some time to warm up the hamstrings. You can let the head hang heavy. The weight is in the tops of the fingertips. And we'll find a moment of stillness as we inhale. The hips rise up, the heels can lift. And as we exhale, the chest reaches for the thighs, the head hangs heavy, and the heels melt towards the earth. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, shift the weight forward, bringing the shoulders on top of the wrists. We find our way into a plank pose. The belly is sucked into the spine. We are strong through our core. We find a moment of strength. You're always welcome to drop to the knees. Or press the legs up, making sure that you're pressing up through the hips, not letting the hips sag, but really pulling those hips up towards the sky to keep a nice flat back. We'll slowly lower inch by inch, draw the elbows into the midline, slowly lowering down. You find your way onto your belly. We'll inhale, lift the head, the heart, finding baby cobra. Pressing the weight to the tops of the feet, we exhale, release. Inhale, lift the head, the heart, press the weight into the tops of the feet, and maybe lift the little fingertips off of the earth. And exhale, release. We press ourselves into a high plank by untucking the toes. And give yourself a nice press up, push up. And then exhale, hips rise. We find downward facing dog. That will be your vinyasa for the day. And you're welcome to take any modifications that serve you in your practice. We'll inhale, right toes rise up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee comes into the chest. We shift our weight forward. Lifting the knee into the spine, we find a moment of strength through our core. Inhale, extend the toes up towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee comes into chest. And one more time, inhale, extend. And exhale, knee comes into chest. We gently place the foot in between the hands, coming into a low lunge. You're always welcome to drop the back knee if it's more comfortable for you. But we'll begin to slowly rock forward and back. We'll inhale, step the feet to meet, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep the fingertips up towards the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, right leg lifts up towards the sky. Coming into a three-legged mountain, we flex the foot, allowing ourselves to find all four corners of our left foot grounded into the earth. We find our center, our balance. We take a deep inhale, sitting up nice and tall. We exhale, we bring the hands through the heart center, just begin to slowly bring that right leg back behind us, step into a high crescent lunge. We let the ball of the back foot reach the earth, the heel is lifted. We feel the knee stacked over the ankle. The belly is nice and strong. We find a moment of strength here. We inhale, fingertips rise. And exhale, circle the arms to step into a chair pose. Feet to meet, we sink deep down into the heels. Inhale, raise up the heels to come into a lifted chair. You find the wobbles, the shakes, the balance. You're doing great. Inhale, fingertips rise up towards the sky. And exhale, hinge yourself forward. Forward fold. Let the head hang heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, as though you can place a teacup on your back. Extending through the neck, you push the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, melt the heart. Gently step or hop yourself into a high plank. Planting the hands, we squeeze through the glutes, the core is strong. Again, you can drop to the knees or begin to lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift the chest, the heart, cobra. Exhale, come back down to press yourself up into a push-up. And exhale, downward facing dog. We find a moment to engage in the sensations of the body, noticing the heat we've created, the heartbeat in the chest. Inhale, left toes rise up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee comes into chest. We shift the weight forward, shoulders over top the wrists. Inhale, rise, toes towards the sky. And exhale, knee comes into chest. Core is sucked in, inhale, rise. And exhale, knee comes to chest. Suck the belly into the spine. And gently place the foot in between the hands. We'll gently rock forward and back. Again, you can always drop the knee if this serves you in your practice. You bring both feet to meet, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, circle sweep the fingertips up towards the sky. And exhale, release. Inhale, left toes rise up, knee comes in alignment with the hip. We feel the grounding down of all four corners of the right foot. We find our balance, our centers. Our core is nice and engaged. Take a deep breath in, sit up nice and tall, using your core, sucking the belly into the spine. Exhale, hands to heart as you begin to shift the back leg. Slight bend in the front knee to send the back leg out behind you, stepping into a high crescent lunge. Again, the knee is stacked over the ankle. The back heel is lifted. We feel stability through the glutes, the hamstrings, the core. We take a deep breath in, inhale, fingertips rise. And exhale, step the feet to meet, sink down into the chair pose, bringing the hips down to become parallel with the knees. The chest is lifted. Inhale, we lift the heels up off of the earth, pressing the weight into the big toes, the balls of the feet. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up, stand up nice and tall. And exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, melt the heart. Gently place the hands onto the earth. Step back into high plank. Either drop to the knees or begin to lower chaturanga dandasana. Lift the gaze, the chest, the heart. Shoulders pull back, baby cobra. You can maybe bring the fingertips up off of the earth. And exhale, head down to earth. Untuck the toes, press yourself up into a high plank. And inhale, send the hips up towards the sky. Downward facing dog. We take this moment to find gratitude for our practice, for trying something new in our bodies. Inhale, we gaze to the top of the mat. Bend the knees, turbo dog. And then step right foot to the front of the mat, and then the left, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep the fingertips up towards the sky. Lifting the right leg, three-legged mountain. Exhale, this time we twist towards the right, dropping the right arm down to the side to sweep it up, to turn our torso all the way to the right. Heart is shining. Find the grounding in all four corners of the foot. You're using your core to lift the leg up, and the chest shines to the right. Inhale, we come back to center, bring both hands up towards the sky, finding your grounding in the foot and the core. We exhale, hands to heart. Slight bend in the left knee as you send your right leg back, high crescent lunge. Beautiful job. Inhale, fingertips rise. And exhale, swing the hands down and up to find your chair pose. We sink the hips deep into the heels. We allow the weight to be into the heels. The chest is lifted. Making sure that the feet are together. The legs are pressed in towards one another. We inhale, rise up. And exhale, melt the heart. Swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, melt the heart. Gently plant the hands and flow through your chaturanga however you'd like, either high, plank, or with the knees. Inhale, cobra, press the weight into the tops of the feet as you lift your head, your heart, your shoulders and fingertips rise. And exhale, press, push up into a downward facing dog. We find a moment here to be patient with ourselves and our bodies as we explore new things, new ways to challenge our balance, our bodies. Inhale, gaze to the front of your mat, and exhale, turbo dog, bend the knees. This time, step the left foot and then the right, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, circle, sweep the fingers up towards the sky, lift the left leg, three-legged mountain. We find the grounding in all four corners of the foot. Inhale, we stretch up nice and tall. And exhale, we drop the left arm down to circle ourselves to the left. Finding your balance, maybe you wobble, maybe you shake. That just means you're getting stronger. You're creating new neural pathways to find stability in the foot, in the thigh, in the glutes, in the core. You could gently try to gaze towards the back or find a place on the earth to find your center. We inhale, fingertips rise back up, rotating the chest back to center. We exhale, hands to heart center, bend in the front knee as you begin to step the back leg all the way into a high lunge. Beautiful job. We'll inhale, fingertips rise up. And exhale, circle the arms behind you, step into our chair pose. Sink deep into the heels, the hips reach down towards the earth as the chest lifts up. We find our core, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the core. Inhale, we rise up onto the tippy tops of our toes, pressing the weight into the big toe, the ball of our foot. And then we gently release. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, swan dive down, hands to the earth. Head is heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, press the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, release. Plant the hands and step back into your high plank. Flow through your last vinyasa however you would like. We meet in downward facing dog. We take one more time here to indulge in our down dog as we inhale, lift the hips and the heels rise. Exhale, the chest reaches for the thighs, the head hangs heavy, the heels sink towards the earth. Breathing in, giving yourself something you need today. And exhale, let go of the rest. Gently bend into the knees, placing the knees onto the earth, crossing the feet behind you. We sit onto our seat. Scooting yourself to the mat, we find a time to take boat pose. So strengthen through our core. We can plant the hands either behind us or at the backs of our thighs. As we roll onto the back, we find our tailbone as our center. We lift the chest up towards the sky. You can stay here or begin to lift the toes up to become parallel to the knees. Once again, you can always place the hands behind you to release some of the tension in the low back. We want to be using our core, so we squeeze the thighs together, the knees together, and we feel the engagement through the core. Maybe if you'd like an extra challenge, you can release the hands out by the side or lift the toes up towards the sky. We find a moment of strength, of courage, of gratitude for what our body is capable of. We allow ourselves to smile, to teach our brains that what we are doing in our body is good for us. We feel the shakes, we feel the wobbles because we're getting stronger. Only one more breath in, and exhale, release. Go ahead and wrap to the shins as you pull the chest forward, gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the chin into the chest, curl the spine, roll onto that tailbone to pull the shoulder blades away from one another. Shoulders drop away from the ears. And then we gently roll onto our backs, finding our way onto the earth. We bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a big hug. Grabbing the outside edges of the feet, we find happy baby. Bringing the ankles over top the knees. The knees are wider than the torso. Elongating the inner thighs, we draw the tailbone towards the earth and tuck the chin into the chest to elongate through the spine. In happy baby, we are reminded that we can have moments to play, to enjoy life. We can rock our babies from side to side. Reminding ourselves to smile and to laugh through all of Earth's, through all of life's moments. We have patience for ourselves as we learn and grow in new and different ways with each step we take. Bring the knees into the chest, wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a big hug. Bring the forehead into the knees. And inhale, blossom open like a flower, reach for all four corners of the earth, morning stretch. Exhale, bring the hands down by the sides, palms facing up. As we find our final posture of rest, Shavasana, you can allow the eyes to gently flutter shut. As we gift ourselves this moment of stillness, we are reminded to find balance in our life. Not just in our bodies, but in our minds. We allow this time to rest, a moment of peace. We take this time to be present, to take each moment as it comes, embracing every sensation in the mind and in the body. Allowing ourselves to feel the breeze on the skin, to hear the crashing of the waves, to feel the warmth of the sun on our face. We feel the eyes are soft as we imagine the third eye center, our center of awareness and intention. We're able to bring awareness to the heartbeat as it circulates blood and oxygen and life to every cell in our body. In this moment, we have gratitude for this life we have been given, for what we're capable of, for the love we can give and receive. We fill ourselves up with gratitude. We see a cup overflowing in abundance. As we bring awareness to the belly, we feel the oxygen fill us up, expanding the belly. We exhale, we feel the belly release. We feel the breath moving through us as it enters the chest, then the belly. And then as it exits the belly, the chest, we take in the natural rhythm of our lives, the breath, the heartbeat. And we give ourselves permission to simply exist as we are. And now I invite you to turn to one side using your arm as a pillow. That was aggressive. And when you're ready, you can stay in this place or begin to move your fingers and your toes. Feel free to remain in the space of peace and tranquility. Or begin to bring awareness back into your fingers and into your toes. I invite you to turn to one side using your arm as a pillow, bringing the knees into the chest to find fetal position. This is a posture of rebirth, of new beginnings. We reflect on ways that we can carry this practice into our daily life. Giving ourselves permission to wobble, to wiggle, to make mistakes. And in doing so, we find patience and gratitude for where we are and our journey. Taking each new step as it comes, remaining present with ourselves, with our breath. And when you're ready, you can gently press yourself up into a seated position with your eyes remaining closed. Your hands can come at heart center as we close out our practice with 3 collective breaths. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, a cleansing breath. We'll inhale, fill the chest, the belly, and exhale, release. Inhale, fill yourself up with something you need. And exhale, let go of the rest. Inhale, take the deepest breath you've taken today. And exhale, let everything go. The love and the light in me sees and honors the love and the light in all of you. With Lion Light. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me in this practice. It's an honor and a pleasure to guide you today. I hope that you found a little bit more balance, more patience, and more gratitude for yourself. I'll see you in the next video. Bye! And if you enjoyed this flow, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Share it with someone that you think would enjoy this, because we are as young as we are mobile. So stay balanced, stay strong, stay beautiful. See you next time. Bye!